Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Thursday, May the 21st, 2026, in the seventh week of Easter. The lectionary reading is from the book of Acts in the New Testament, written by the same author as the Gospel of Luke. In a series of vignettes, the book chronicles the origins of the Christian community immediately after Jesus' ascension. The first half of the book highlights the apostles, particularly the apostle Peter, while the second half focuses on the apostle Paul and his journeys. The disciples witnessed Jesus' ascension, and he told them to return to Jerusalem and wait for the Holy Spirit to empower them. The lectionary reading is from Acts chapter 2, verses 1 to 11. On the Jewish feast of Pentecost, the disciples, together with followers of Jesus, numbering about 120, were gathered in one place. The author Luke describes what happened next. Suddenly, a sound like a violent rushing wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were gathered. Then tongues like flames of fire appeared and settled on each of them. At that moment, they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in different languages as the Spirit enabled them. The author Luke explains the miracle of the apostles and Jesus' followers speaking languages that they did not know, and he explained it this way. At that time, Jews were in Jerusalem for the Feast of Pentecost. They lived in countries and regions surrounding Palestine in all directions and spoke the native languages of those countries and regions. When they heard the loud noise, a crowd gathered to find out what was going on. They were surprised to hear Jesus' followers speaking to them in their own languages. They asked each other, "Aren't all of these people from Galilee? How is it that each of us can understand what they're saying in our own languages as they speak about God's great deeds?" Fortunately, the Apostle Peter, standing with the other apostles, clarified that the multilingual miracle was not drunkenness, but an invitation for them to join the first community of believers.